Hello and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. My name is Sensei and we are here to cover the crypto signing of Donald Trump signing the crypto bills. I think it's just the Genius Act for now. I think it's a ceremony for the Genius Act. We are waiting for the feed to come through so we won't miss anything. I'm waiting for that feed to start. It hasn't started yet. We are looking at the price of XRP right now, also coming back up from the lows of the day of $3.34. Thank you everyone for tuning in. This was sort of a last minute event, so please do hit the like button so we can make sure everyone tunes in. It only went live a little while ago, so if you hit the like button, more people will know to tune in and that we're covering this live. I'd really would appreciate if you hit the like button straight as you join the show. Let's see if we've got any of the feeds coming through. Nothing there. We're going to go to the official White House stream. Nothing as of yet either there. So we aren't missing anything. Stay with us. Let me go to the comments, see who is here with us right now. It was very difficult for me to come live at this time to do this show, so I hope you guys appreciate me trying to cover everything that could be related to XRP and the signing. It was quite difficult for me to come live at this time, so I hope you do appreciate it. Let me go to the White House website as well. The White House website normally has a stream as well. Nothing is live yet, so we're not missing anything. Let me have a look. Nothing there yet either. We aren't getting anything through just yet. So thank you everyone for tuning in. If you have just hit the like, if you have just tuned, please do hit the like button. I do hope you appreciate us bringing anything related to crypto to you. White House website live. Yeah, nothing yet. We will bring it to you. This is starting shortly. I do have a few feeds. The White House YouTube channel, which isn't live yet. I've got some news sources. They aren't covering it yet. We will be the first to know about it. XRP is pumping into this as well. Look. President Trump, is he going to mention any coins? He might. Is he going to mention XRP? Well, it's probably on his radar. Please do hit the like button if you've just tuned in. Let's get the word out that we are covering this right now. Who's in the chat? Dave Portnoy sold at $2.40. It hit $3. I know, it's funny. And the reason he sold, I mean, it's not funny. Everyone makes these mistakes, but he should be more intelligent than this. He listened to someone about the fact that Circle is going to compete with XRP and they're completely different things. So there we go. Just got back from holiday, so missed a bit. Brian, we haven't seen you in the show that much. You have popped in here and there, so thank you for popping in. I am keeping an eye on these streams. Nothing yet. We are here to cover the signing of the Genius Act. Dave Portnoy, yes. Do you think with all the regulation added to cryptos and the use of XRP in the banking system that we're still going to have a normal bear cycle? Sean Marlin, thanks for that question. We don't know for sure. I don't think it's going to be the same as other bear markets, but it's a very, very dangerous take to start saying this time is different. Yes, this time is different. There's a lot going on. However, in my opinion anyway, again, I never give financial advice, my thoughts and opinions only. I think we will still have a bear market, but maybe not as deep, especially as deep as a retrace or as long. I think we will have an altcoin season. We'll have a Bitcoin season where Bitcoin goes up, makes its high. Altcoins have a season, typically 2 to 2 months worth of time. And then just like any bubble, it will pop, it will go back down. Some projects that aren't real will go away. A company or two will go bust. We'll have a bear market and then we'll come back stronger. So I think we will still have a bear market. The retraces might not be as much. But sorry, I'm just making sure we've got all the feeds. Nothing is coming through yet. The retraces might not be as much, but I think there will be significant 70% drops for maybe XRP, 60% for Bitcoin, 90% for the altcoins, or 80% for the altcoins. So I still think there'll be pretty deep retraces, but maybe not as much as previous cycles. Looking the part, bro. Thank you, Bobby C. Finally waiting since 2017. Bought in at 22 cents. Congratulations to you. XRP Flow. XRP. Hey, dude, we all know the XRP song. Don't you know Pump It Up, says Jazzy. Not yet. XRP is coming back up right now, but it's not time to play any of the pump songs just yet. If you have just tuned in, let's get the word out. Please do hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Once you hit the like button, once we hit 100 likes plus, then it starts sharing it out to other people. So I would really appreciate if people start hitting the like button right now. Yes, here is the link for we do have Martyn with the music show in a couple hours time. He'll be going live, and you can win extra tickets for the $1,000 XRP giveaway. So make sure you stay you go to Martyn's music channel. The link is here. I'll send everyone to it at the end of the show, but if you want to get a heads up, click on that link, go over here and press the notify me button. You'll get notified and you'll win extra magic and numbers, so then you can get more tickets for the giveaway. So I would recommend everyone just click that link right now and press the notify me button. So at least that way we're all forgetful. It's a different channel. You might not be subscribed there or notified there. Go and press the notification notify me button on that link pinned right now. Let me go back here. Do we have the live feed coming in? Not yet.
Looking live there at the East Room of the White House. So you can see that the president about to enter that room. As soon as we start to maybe hear the music from our producer's standpoint, we're going to go there live. In the meantime, it was making me think of the great farmers in the state of Iowa.
Not ready yet. Not coming through just yet. Nothing just yet. He hasn't entered the room yet. I'm keeping an eye on it, and we'll be covering this live as it happens any moment now. I love people doing the little like button here in the stream as well. Appreciate you, Martyn Lucas. Thank you very much. We appreciate each one of the viewers right now. Do you, we answered that question. Sign, baby, sign. XRP needs this. Oh, Brian, Sensei got home today to find 2 pint glasses, t-shirt, and phone case on my doorstep. Love them. Oh, Brian, I really do appreciate it. Can you send some pictures into Discord? I'd love to see it. Your collection and your new items. Thank you, Brian, so much. Supporting us through the merchandise store. I'll give you the link to that in a second. I'm just making sure we're not missing anything. No, we're not. So let me show you the shop. This is cool. I know you will love this if you're an XRP holder. We've got the Brad Garlinghouse mug. XRP is not a security the day he went into Senate, but right now you can get it with a t-shirt for 25% off. So I'll give you the link to that. Both of them will be 25% off, not one of them, both of them. And the shipping costs are really cheap, and also you get them really fast. So, and we pay for the XRP logo. We also embroider it on the t-shirt. So, and there's much more in the shop as well. So do go check it out. But that's the best offer right now. And there's only going to be 10 of these mugs available. So do go check that out. XRP is not moving too much right now. It is pumping into this. Waiting for a live stream from there, waiting for a live stream from the White House, but also keeping an eye on what's going on right now, which isn't too much right now. Okay. Cheers, everyone. What a week it's been. Friday now, we can take a breath. There's probably not going to be too much price action over the weekend, or if there is, I wouldn't trust it too much because the real money's not there during the weekend. We could make new all-time highs of the weekend, but once we come into next week, I think it's going to be one of those weeks where we can go to $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10. So I look forward to the price action next week. Let me have a look at the crypto market. Is anything? ETC still up 17%. Ethereum is going up today, 3%. That's always good for the altcoins. Filecoin is up 3%, selling off slightly. Bitcoin is coming down about 1.5% today, which is making things go down. We're waiting for this stream to come out of the White House. Nothing yet. Donald Trump hasn't walked out. They haven't even got their own stream. The White House always streams this, and so does their website. But I'm looking at another feed to make sure we're not missing anything, and you're not as of yet. He hasn't come out. We're over $3. Not bad. No, not bad at all. I mean, think about where we were a year ago today. 30 cents probably. Let me go here. We are running a $1,000 XRP giveaway. If you haven't entered yet, I'll give you the link. Let me see if I can find the link. It's on martynlucas.com, but there is a specific giveaway link as well. Let me find it. Martyn Lucas. I think it's /giveaway. martynlucas.com/giveaway. I think that's where it is. And I'm right. Here we go. Let me show you this. If you haven't entered the giveaway yet, here is the link. There is the link to the giveaway. You come here every single day and you can grab more tickets. Remember, you can win with just one ticket as well. This is the page. There'll be different ways to enter. Already 26,000 total tickets. That's going to, in my opinion, go over a million. So you guys need to start grabbing your tickets day by day, and you will have if you do all the actions, your chances of winning are quite high, because not everyone will do it every day. And there is, you can just go in, get one ticket. You can just follow Martyn and Vaz on X right now, and that's 100 tickets. So you can forget about it, come back in, and you can win it that way. Or if you want the best chance of winning, come in every single day. Oh god, there's still the Epstein talk as well. It is a bit weird, isn't it? What's going on there? No, it's not live. Someone's just told me Associated Press have it on at the moment. Oh, here we go. Oh, it'll begin shortly. It will begin shortly. At least we've got it now. We will cover it when it's happening. I've got it live. I've got a few.
Lies like this shows their desperation to remain relevant. If there were any truth at all on the Epstein hoax as it pertains to President Trump, this information would have been revealed by Comey, Brennan, Crooked Hillary, and other radical left lunatics years ago. It certainly would not have sat in a file waiting for Trump to have won 3 elections. This is yet another example of fake news. Then President Trump at 9:07 last night says, based on the ridiculous amount of publicity given to Jeffrey Epstein, I have asked Attorney General Pam Bondi to produce any and all pertinent grand jury testimony subject to court approval. The president says this scam perpetrated by the Democrats.
I find this whole thing a bit weird, to be honest. I don't understand why you would say you're going to release everything, give out part 1, and then just start saying, I'm not going to release everything now. Sounds a bit fishy to me, but what do I know? I don't know. I just say release everything. Release all the files. Why not? It was, at the end of the day, one of the things you ran on as well. So here we go. He's on signing. Link brings you to a page to watch a video. Yeah, and then if you scroll down, and then you can log in and do all the points. I tried, but it's a pain. All good. Moving forward. Ed spit, so it's fine. If you try on a computer, it's much easier. Even on your phone, I've done it before. Everyone. I mean, there's 26,000 entries, so you can do it. There's just a few security measures. One is logging in. You scroll to the bottom, you log in, and then you can do it. We're waiting for the Genius Act signing, which will happen any moment now. If you haven't hit the like button yet, please do hit the like button. BlackRock will create an XRP ETF at some point. They aren't going to be last in line. No, they will. And I think we'll have quite a few approved by the end of the year. We are covering it live, Brian. Don't worry. We've got all the links.
That should end right now.
Donald Trump is not in the room yet. Their own personal stream isn't live yet either, so I've got all eyes on it, so you're not going to miss a thing. Looking at XRP's price action, I just think this is quite a nice retest of all-time highs. People are panicking. Yes, it can go down further, but if it holds the previous all-time highs and it holds $3.40, which it seems to be doing on this daily candle, and it creates a daily candle maybe above the previous daily candle, less of a wick to the upside, this will be a good close on a Friday. And over the weekend, we can have some good price action, and on Monday, we can have some nice follow through coming through. So I don't think this is too bad at the moment. Retesting $3.40, I think, is actually pretty bullish. Maybe a couple sideways action moving days over the weekend, and then Monday we can move back up to some targets. I wouldn't be surprised if we have some quick liquidation wicks down, possibly heading down to $3, $3.20, and then picking back up. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Just going to mute it for a second. I don't know if that's copyrighted or not, so I'm going to have to mute it for a second. I assume it's not, but it might be. It might be. And we don't want to get any sort of bans. Here we go.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Tom. Keep going. We worked hard. We worked hard. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, we worked hard. It's a very important act, the Genius Act. They named it after me, and I want to thank you. This is a hell of an act. You know, I did something very unusual. I said this has been something. It's been.
I'm just fast forwarding it, so we're live, 100%. I'm trying to get the volume fixed, but I think it's on their end.
That was something that nobody thought possible. They thought it would be in anywhere from 7 to maybe 3. I'll go the opposite direction, but 3 to 7 different bills, and we said, let's just put it in one, because this way there's something for everyone, and there really is. There's a lot of things for everyone, and when we get the word out how great that is for every single person in this country, virtually, and all they have is a soundbite, death. You know what their soundbite is? Death. Aren't they nice? Death. They are the most incompetent people. They've lost their confidence. They've lost everything, if you think about it. But Jasmine Crockett is on her way. She's on her way. She's the new star of the Democrat Party. Jasmine Crockett. Lost everything, if you think about it. But Jasmine Crockett is on her way. She's on her way. She's the new star of the Democrat.
The volume is on their end. Nothing I can do.
They're in big trouble. But I have to tell you, that was great, and this was great. And I am so tired of making phone calls at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, getting calls from our great speaker. Sir, we have 12 hard no's. I say, Mike, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. We have 12 hard no's. The good news is I'd call up, hello, Jim, how are you? Sir, you have my vote. Boom. Sir, you have my vote. I really they just want a little love. Unfortunately, it's always the same. It's always the same 12 people. That's it. It's 5 senators and it's 12 congressmen. And I actually said to John Thune and I said to Mike, I said, listen, I want to have a party, but not to those people that I have to speak to endlessly every time. And they're wonderful because they always seem to come through, other than a couple. Rand Paul Jr. from the Congress and Rand Paul from, no, other than a few people. But I said, I want to have them over. We're going to have a party for everybody in Congress, everyone in Congress except 12. We're going to have, and Mike is, Tom, I'll tell you what, Tom is definitely coming. The whole group, where are those 12 people? They're the only people I don't see. We could do it today. We don't have to vote. And I would say of the 53 senators, 48, we're going to have 48 in here. You won't even have to come to that one. But these are the greatest people because they always vote yes, and we don't have to go crazy. You trust us, we trust you. And it's been a very special group of people. We really do. I mean, 96% phenomenal and 4% extremely difficult. Do you agree with that? But they get there, most of them, not all of them. Those are the ones we really don't like. But I want to thank you all for being here. This is really a big day. This afternoon, we take a giant step to cement American dominance of global finance and crypto technology as we sign the landmark Genius Act into law. So congratulations to everybody. This is a big deal. You've come a long way since the Biden administration, when they had no idea what you were all talking about, and half of you were under arrest for no reason whatsoever. True, for no reason. And we want to have it, not China. China wasn't actually happy. They were watching this. They like it. And we've got this. We've got AI. We've got a lot of great ones happening. And this is a very big thing. And I want to thank the bill's author, Senator Bill Hagerty, a very good friend of mine. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. He's a very handsome guy. Looks great. He's got the whole package. But, you know, I got to know him. He was ambassador to Japan. And we had a little problem with Japan on trade. But he was my ambassador to Japan. And I went to Japan, and he is speaking fluently Japanese. I said, did you learn it as a child? No, I just learned it over the last 4 or 5 months. I said, you learned Japanese. Maybe the single hardest language to learn. It's actually breathing rather than, it's breathing. I'm not going to imitate it because we'll end up with a big story, and I don't want that. But he spoke totally fluent Japanese. I said, that's very impressive. And he was introducing me to Mr. Honda. I said, oh, are you in the car business? He goes, yes. I said, you're a very rich man. And then he said, Mr. Toyota, right? Toyota. And I said, what business are you in? Let me guess. He said, cars. He was my interpreter. And I was so impressed. And I was getting ready to leave. He said, sir, I'd like to run for the United States Senate. I said, where are you from? He said, Tennessee. I said, well, I love Tennessee, but do they know you there? No, but if you endorse me, I'll win, right? And I endorsed him, and he took a 48-point lead. And they didn't know who the hell he was. And he's turned out to be a great senator. And now they all know who you are. Yeah, so you're fantastic, and we thank you. And just the fact that you're doing this and you understand this is a complicated world, and you understand it, Bill. So you've been great. Thank you very much. We're also pleased to be joined by our great Vice President, J.D. Vance. J.D., thank you very much. Good job. And he's been up speaking late at night on the phone. I said, J.D., how about you taking 3 or 4 of these people, please? Because 3 or 4 I cannot speak to. I just can't. And he'd take them and he'd come through, right, J.D.? Also, Speaker Mike Johnson. He is unbelievable. He's an unbelievable. I mean, if you go by what we're doing, if you keep at this pace, you can't keep it up for another 200 days. But I will tell you this, if you keep up this pace for another week, you go down as the greatest speaker in the House in history. So one more week. One more week. Who needs Tip O'Neill? Who needs Tip O'Neill? He's better looking than Tip O'Neill, too. But no, he's been going at a fervent pace. Would you say that's right? Your wife probably says, you are crazy. You've been aging beautifully at front. He's an amazing speaker, a great leader, and everybody likes him and respects him, and that's why we're with a very small majority, like 3. We had a time when we were 1. Remember? We said we're 1 heart attack away from losing the House. Then we won a couple of seats and a couple of other. Now we have 7, maybe if we're lucky, 7. But we win with, nobody's ever done, I don't think anyone's ever done this before, to win with those small. We had a little help from Tom, too, right, and a lot of other people. I want to introduce also Secretary Howard Lutnick, who's been fantastic. You have done a great job, Howard. We've got trade deals coming out of our ears, right? We had so many trade deals. They're all calling so many, and I really mean this, too. It's like, how do you deal with so many? But, I always say when we send out the paper, that was a deal. They don't want the fake news doesn't want to hear that. When I send out the paper that you're paying 35 or 40% tariff, that's a deal. Then they'll call and see if they can make a little bit different kind of a deal, like opening up their country to trade. In some cases, they've never been opened. But we're doing well, and we have a couple of big ones to announce pretty soon, right? Could almost do it today. Maybe we'll say it. Maybe later on we'll do it. Senator Bernie Moreno, a great victory. Bernie had great victory. A great victory. That was one of the truly tough races. A lot of people weren't sure anybody could win that seat, and you won it in easy fashion, right? We won it together when you think of it. But you won it in easy fashion. You did a great job. Great guy. House Majority Whip. This is a great leader, Tom Emmer, a great politician and leader. Really good. And I like his wife even better. His wife is, she's the boss, but you are married to a fantastic woman, huh? And he knows that, and he likes hearing it, because some people don't, you know. They say, "Sir, could you please stop saying that my wife is better than me, sir?" Those are guys that don't usually end up with a good marriage, you know. He's got a great marriage. So thank you, Tom. You really are a fantastic leader and representative. And Representatives Troy Downing, French Hill. Where's French Hill? Where is French? You have been so great. Thank you, French. I spoke to him a little late. He was walking down the hall. I said, "French." He said, "I'm there, sir. You are great, great, great guy. Everyone respects you, French. You know that." Bill Heisinger. Bill, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good job. Dan Muser. I thought he was going to become the next governor of Pennsylvania, but he likes Congress better, I guess, huh? So, but I think you're terrific, and, you know, I would have always been behind you. That I can tell you. Tim Moore. Tim, thank you, Tim. John Rose. John? Hi, John, thanks. Good job. Brian Stile. Brian Stile. Still young. Still nice and young. That's good. G.T. Thompson. G.T. Thank you. Andy Barr, good friend of all of ours. Thank you, Andy. Monica de la Cruz. Monica, she's here someplace. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Monica. Mike Haradopoulos. Mike. Thank you, Mike. Look good. Mike Lawler, Mr. Salt. Well, it should guarantee your district. I mean, you worked hard for New York, right? And you're on television, I'm on television, so this should be good for a couple of points. But without you and your couple of friends from New York, that wouldn't have happened. That was not easy, right? Congratulations. Great job. Anna Paulina Luna. Anna, who is so great. I don't, even if she's here or not here, I want to tell you that she has been so great and worked so hard to make sure we got it approved. Ralph Norman. Ralph? Ralph? What happened to Ralph? Nick Begich. Nick, thank you, Nick. Good job. Good job. Good votes. I just saw a great poll on you, huh? Very good. Congratulations, Nick. Andy Ogles. Andy, who's a terrific friend. Beth Van Dyne. Beth, thank you, Beth. Great job. Thank you. Thank you very much for the great support. Roger Williams, a great baseball player, who also had to take a bullet, unfortunately, but he is a great guy. He was involved in that whole catastrophe, but he's fantastic and has been from day one, along with a lot of other people that I won't call out because I have no idea where the hell you are. I think I saw Jason here somewhere. Where's Jason? Oh, it's lucky I called him. Ooh, it's lucky. They didn't put your name because I invited you at the last moment, right? He was over there doing some business in the White House. But you've been incredible in your position. Nobody knows more about taxes and finance than you do, so we appreciate it, right? Is that true, Howard? It's true. Thanks, Jason. Great job. And you'll help out with that other matter. You make him so strong and powerful, right? Along with Deputy Secretary of Treasury, Michael Faulkender. Where's Michael? Good, Michael. How are you? Good. You'll help out over there, okay? And Ambassador Ken Howry. Ambassador? Thank you, Ken. Great job, Ken. I also want to recognize some of the countless industry leaders here today, including Brian Armstrong of Coinbase. You've done a good job, Brian. That's a big deal. Dave Ripley of Kraken. Dave. Thank you, Dave. Jeremy Allaire of Circle.
Where's Brad?
Good job. Good job, Jeremy. Paolo Ardino of Tether. Paolo, thank you, Paolo. Ryan McInerney of Visa. That's a good company. Thank you. Chris Pavlovsky of Rumble. Chris, what happened to your location, Chris? You're always a front row guy. You're just being nice today, I think. How's Rumble doing? Good? Good. If Rumble's doing good, that means Truth is doing good. Truth. That's great. You're doing a great job. Thank you, Chris, very much. Vlad Tenev of Robinhood. Vlad, thank you, Vlad. Thank you, Vlad. Good. Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss. These are two smart, handsome guys. They got the whole package. They're of Gemini, but they have the whole pack. They're of a lot of things, actually, but Gemini's just the one for today, right? They've got the whole, they've got the look, they've got the genius, got plenty of cash, and it's great that you're on our side. You guys are great. I can never tell them apart, but their mother can. I asked, can your mother tell you apart? And the answer is yes, right? Easily, or is it tough for her? Easy, I figured. Good. You guys have been great. Thank you very much. Great to be with you. Let me say the entire crypto community, for years, you were mocked and dismissed and counted out. You were counted out as little as a year and a half ago. But this signing is a massive validation. And even before this signing, over the last year and a half, I think your stuff has gone up more than any stock, or just about more. A couple of stocks that were pretty good, I will say. But you have, certainly as an industry, gone up more than anybody. Nobody's gained the respect in such a short period of time. But this signing is a massive validation of your hard work and your pioneering spirit and your ability to never give up, because a lot of people would have given up 2-3 years ago. So I want to thank you for contributing to the incredible strength of America. This is going to make it stronger, and congratulations on this incredible achievement. You've made our dollar look really good and strong and powerful. It's good for the dollar, and it's good for the country. And that's why I backed you at an early stage, and I also did it for the votes, because you did come out and vote, I will tell you. And they changed tune, you know, Biden's team, they changed tune right in the middle of the campaign. All of a sudden, they loved you guys. They dropped all charges. They did have, I got you guys out of so much trouble. And you know what? I don't think anybody voted for them, right? Because you remember, they treated you very unfairly, actually. So it's a great honor that we were involved. And it was a tremendous amount of support that we got at the polls. We won, think of it, we won every swing state. We won by millions of votes. We won the popular vote. We won the districts by 2,750. Think of that, to 505. Different districts too, by the way. Every once in a while that number can change, but it doesn't change by much. The map was almost totally red, and you guys were with us right from the beginning. Exactly 1 year ago this month, many of you were with me in Nashville, Tennessee. Do you remember that day, right? That was a big day, Nashville, Tennessee, when I became the first presidential candidate ever to address the Bitcoin conference. And at this time, and at that time, crypto builders and founders were under relentless assault by the Biden administration, which was trying to crush your industry and crush you as people and go after your families. And they were a vicious group of people. You know, people don't realize it. They were vicious, incompetent, but vicious. Well, Joe was an incompetent guy, but he was always known as a vicious guy. I guess if you're going to be in that, you're probably off, if they're incompetent is better, right? Because you don't want to have a vicious guy that's competent. If you did, I wouldn't be standing here today, right? But I pledged that we would bring back American liberty and leadership and make the United States the crypto capital of the world, and that's what we've done. And under the Trump administration, this is only going further. You're going to do really well. I mean, I'm so proud of what you've done in the last couple of years. And very important, on day one, I remember I did this and I said this and I mentioned this name, and I got the greatest applause of the whole campaign We fired Joe Biden's SEC chair, Gary Gensler. We fired him. But I remember I was making a speech, and it was just a line in a speech. And I said, and I will fire Gary Gensler. The place exploded. I said, I finished, and I said, what the hell did that guy do? There was a lot of hatred there, I'll tell you. And it turned out, as I got familiar with everything, it turned out you were absolutely right. In his place, I appointed a visionary chairman who wants America to build the future and not block the future. He's going to be unbelievable. He'll go down as one of the greats. And Paul Atkins, where are you, Paul Atkins? And Paul, the crypto guys, they said, everybody said, not only crypto, every industry, they all wanted Paul for the position. And he's a tough cookie, too. But they actually said, we don't care. We just think he's fair. All they wanted was fairness. And they have somebody that you're really a champion of the street and you're a champion of the country. You're going to do a fantastic job. I saw you interviewed the other night. I watched it about 2 o'clock in the morning. There was a little thing called C-SPAN, which I don't know how many people were watching. Don't worry, you were on primetime, too, but they happen to have a little rerun. I don't want to embarrass you. But fantastic job, really. You are absolutely so perfect for the job. Congratulations, Paul. And Paul is here today among the commissioners, various commissioners, including Hester Pierce and Mark Yoida. Hester and Mark Yoida. Thank you, Hester. Thank you very much. And thank you, Mark, wherever you may be. Is Mark here? Oh, stand up, Mark. I didn't... Good. Thank you. Good job. Good. I'm glad I gave you a second crack you didn't hear because of the thunderous applause for Hester. But thank you. I heard tremendous things about both of you. Thank you very much. My first week in office, I also established the first ever presidential working group on digital assets, and we have an executive director. Where's Bo Hines? Bo Hines. Hi, Bo. And Bo is a great football player, right? Bo is a great football player, one of the better players in college football. So I know you from that also. See, who would think that I know that? I know a lot of things, Bo. But he was a champion player. I stopped the weaponization of government against crypto and Bitcoin, and we ended the lawless operation Choke Point 2.0. That was a bad operation. And I kept my promises to the community and granted a full presidential pardon to Ross Ulbricht. Ross Ulbricht. And you have no idea how important that name became. It was like a symbol, and his mother was unbelievable. His mother was an unbelievable woman, but it was so important to a certain group of people. And in the truly momentous act last March, I signed an executive order establishing the U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, as well as the United States Digital Asset Stockpile. And that's all signed up. And with today's signing, we're pushing even further into the exciting new frontier. Just as I promised last year, the Genius Act creates a clear and simple regulatory framework to establish and unleash the immense promise of dollar-backed stable coins. This could be perhaps the greatest revolution in financial technology since the birth of the internet itself. A lot of people are saying that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yes? If you say yes, I'm saying yes. I think it's great that you're involved, I will tell you. Many Americans are unaware that behind the scenes, the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many, many years out of date. You know that. Paul and others are straightening it out, but payments and money transfers are costly and take days or even weeks to clear. Under this bill, the entire ancient system will be eligible for a 21st century upgrade using the state-of-the-art crypto technology. Who would have thought we would have been saying that 2 years after I really met you for the first time? The Genius Act provides banks, businesses, and financial institutions a framework for issuing crypto assets backed one for one with real U.S. dollars, treasury bills, and other cash equivalents. It's really strengthening the dollar and giving the dollar great prominence. And, you know, you have this little group called BRICS. It's fading out fast. But BRICS is, they wanted to try and take over the dollar, the dominance of the dollar, and the standard of the dollar. And I said, anybody that's in the BRICS consortium of nations, we're going to tariff you 10%. And they had a meeting the following day, and almost nobody showed up. They said, leave me alone. We didn't want to, they didn't want to be tariffed, did they, Howard? Huh? So it's amazing. No, we're not going to let the dollar slide. If we have a smart president, you're never going to let the dollar slide. If you have a dummy, that could happen. Like the last one, he would, if you ever asked him about the dollar sliding, he would have no idea. But we can't let that ever happen again. Consumers, vendors, and people all over the world will then be able to use those stable coins for ultra-low-cost transactions that are cleared and settled in a matter of seconds rather than weeks and months. And it's really an amazing thing. And with the privacy, flexibility, and decentralization of cash, this revolution has the potential to supercharge American economic growth and empower billions of people to save and transfer in U.S. dollars. It's really all backed by the dollars. It's really a great thing. And a lot of, you know, we had a lot of Democrat support. I have to tell you that. I was shocked anytime you get one but we had a tremendous amount of Democrat support, which we appreciate, and which just shows you that you're doing the right thing. This will increase demand for U.S. Treasuries, lower interest rates, and secure the dollar's status as the world's reserve currency for generations to come. The reserve currency is so important. You know, if we lost that, that would be like losing a world war. We can never let anyone play games with us, and that's why when I heard about this group from BRICS, 6 countries basically, I hit them very, very hard. And if they ever really form in a meaningful way, it will end very quickly, I will tell you, for them. They won't be gone very long. I don't think they'll even do it. They're virtually afraid to meet. I also remain fully committed to my pledge never to allow the creation of a central bank digital currency in America. It won't happen. My first... Thank you. And the other night, I will say, with some of the congressmen and women, they wanted that so badly. That was so important to them. You know, I was impressed that they knew what the hell it was, to be honest with you. Please, sir, please, the central bank digital currency, well, you have to make sure, sir. And I'm saying, what do you know about that? It's amazing the knowledge that people have gained all of a sudden. We had a lot of problems with some of them. I said, we've already got it from the Fed, right, from Commerce, and from an executive order. You don't need it a 4th time. Sir, we have to get it. It's amazing. But they knew their subject, though, didn't they, huh? And we helped them out. My first week in office, I signed an executive order to ban the creation of a CBDC in the United States, and very soon I look forward to signing legislation that will codify and ban make it a permanent law, put it in permanence. I'm also committed to signing landmark crypto market structure legislation this year to grow the industry. We're going to be growing it even more than people ever thought. It's a really hot industry. And for a little while, 2 nights ago, we were a little concerned because we were a little short on votes. Like, I would say maybe we were about 9 short. 9 short at 3 in the morning. We were about 4 short at 3:30 in the morning. And we were in good shape at 4 o'clock in the morning, right? But the people, and few people have fought harder for the bill than we're signing than some of the people here today. You have been unbelievable. It's our White House AI and crypto czar, David Sachs, who has done such a great job. And he has a show now. I've become a showman, but a couple of years ago, right? It's probably 2 years ago now in San Francisco, and I did his show. And I heard he's a very smart guy, and we had a great show. You kept it going a lot longer, and you got Is that still your highest rated ever show? Oh, he knows what to say. He knows what. He had a rating that he had millions and millions of people. He said, "What's going on?" But we had a great show. And I said, "You know, that guy's really smart." I said, "If I get elected," I was running at that time. "If I get elected, we're going to bring him into government in some ways. He's worth a fortune. He's made a lot of money. He's a very rich billionaire. But this is more important, isn't it? This is me too. You know, it's like." Doesn't matter. This is much. I know Howard and I talk about it all the time. Howard could go back to his wonderful brokerage firm, hire one or two people, and it's not the same as what you're doing, right? We're doing the biggest deals in the world. Actually, the deal we're doing now in tariffs is the biggest, when you add it up, the biggest deal ever made in history. It could be 1,000 IBMs. I mean, if you think of it, it's the biggest deal ever done. So it's hard to go back to a brokerage firm and, you know, make $79,000 commission on the sale of a stock, right? It's true. But I want to ask David. So David's been fantastic. He's done an incredible job. And I'd like to ask David to come up, say a few words. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. All right, thank you, President Trump. It's a great honor to be here, and it's true that I never expected to work in government at all, and then everything changed after President Trump came on my podcast, and I accepted this job as crypto czar because I thought it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to work for a president who really wants to get things done for the American people, and if anything, that's been an understatement. The first 6 months of this administration have been more successful than any administration in American history. What's been done? It's just been incredible. President Trump has worked at tech speed. We're used to working fast in Silicon Valley, but even this is fast for us in Silicon Valley, the speed at which you move, President Trump. It's really incredible. And now today, you have another historic legislative achievement that is a monumental step to fulfilling your promise to making the United States the crypto capital of the world. This Genius Act will unlock American dominance in the crypto industry by creating clear rules of the road. It will update archaic payment rails with a revolutionary new payment system, and it will extend U.S. dollar dominance, like you said, globally, by creating a digital dollar that people all over the world can use. And for every digital dollar in a crypto wallet, there'll be a traditional dollar in a U.S. bank account, which will create trillions of dollars of demand for U.S. Treasuries. So that is the power of this bill, is U.S. dollar dominance. This is a huge promise made and promise kept by President Trump. And there's just a few other people I'd like to thank. First, my family for being here. Thank you. And Bo Hines, who President Trump mentions, the director of our crypto council, he really did the heavy lifting here. So Bo, I just want to thank you again. And my chief of staff, Tracy Johnson, as well, who also does the heavy lifting. And Bill Haggerty and French Hill and all the congressmen and senators who have already been mentioned by President Trump, so I'll save the time, but it's really been an honor to work with all of you. This was really a team effort, but most of all, I want to thank President Trump for accomplishing what nobody thought was possible, and it's true that just earlier this week, the media was reporting that this bill was dead. This bill was dead, and then the media didn't know one thing, that we had a secret weapon. We have a deal maker in chief, and thanks to President Trump, he stepped in and saved this bill. And it's because of your vision, your leadership, your determination, your skill that we're all here today. So thank you very much, President Trump. Thank you.
Is that Lara? Please come. Just come here. This is our superstar. She was the head of the Republican Party, and nobody complained about anything. We went on to great. This is Lara Trump, married to a young gentleman named Eric. They have beautiful 2 children, but she has been so good. She stepped into that position like it was nothing. To my beautiful husband and my son and daughter, right? But you did a fantastic job, and you worked with a great gentleman, too. He's doing a fantastic job. But I just want to thank you. I just saw you standing back there. I wanted to bring her in. Thank you very much, Lara. Thank you. So under the Trump administration, I mean, I just got back from Saudi Arabia, and we went to Qatar. We went to a number of countries, and I will tell you, the level of respect that this country has now is incredible. The UAE, I tell you what, we had a time there, but every leader said the same thing. They said 1 year ago, your country was dead. And they'd say it that way. It was like, you know, I didn't know whether I was supposed to be happy or insulted, but the truth is we were in deep trouble. But they said 1 year ago, your country was dead, and today you have the hottest country anywhere in the world. And it's true. We have the hottest country in the world. We had a country, we were a laughingstock with the borders, people pouring in. Can you imagine last month, in the month of June, actually, zero. Now, I don't even believe that, zero, because you have hundreds of thousands pouring in, and then all of a sudden it's zero. But they have it down as zero. And very liberal people take that particular toll. It's a liberal group, so they're not giving us any favors. It's zero people coming through our border. Can you imagine that? From literally hundreds of thousands and millions pouring in from all over the world. They came from all over the world. They came from prisons, jails. They came from mental institutions, gang members. There were gangs. They came from all over the place, from every country. They came from the Congo in Africa, a lot from the Congo. They came from South America. A lot came from Venezuela. They emptied their jails into our country. Can you imagine? They allowed that, emptied their jails into our country, and they let them walk right into our country like perfect. 11,888 committed murder, 50% committed.
I'm just fast forwarding so we're up to date.
11,888, and we had murderers, and we're getting them out, and Tom Homan and Christie are doing a great job. That Tom Homan, I'll tell you, is he Central Casting or what? And he takes abuse, but they just...
This happens every so often, so we make sure we're trading up to date. I'm getting it straight up to the live. We're live now. Please do hit the like button if you're watching.
And with today's signing, the future of crypto and the crypto industry, the US dollar working together, because they really are hand in hand, is going to be stronger and bigger and better than ever before. And I just want to thank everybody, some tremendous people in this room. And maybe when I sign, I'll ask some of our great senators and congressmen to come on up. Some of the top crypto guys, please come on up, because you guys worked very hard on this. And we'll sign this, and we'll get on to the next battle, and we'll win. But we're winning all over the world right now. It's not even close, not even close, and we're going to keep it going. Thank you, everybody, very much. Thank you. You got it? This is not an auto pen, by the way, which is a big scandal. If that were a Republican, it would really be a big scandal. But it is one of the great scandals of our time. Thank you very much, everybody.
I think that's the end of that. Let's see if we can see Brad. We haven't seen Brad just yet. Let me just continue playing this for a second. Let's see if we see Brad. Just waiting to see if we see Brad. Let's just keep this going for a second. Oh, no Brad. That's it. Finished. Interesting. Brad Garlinghouse was not there. Brad Garlinghouse was not there. Okay, well, thank you everyone for tuning into the stream. I can't stay much longer. We've already done the analysis this morning, every single morning. I'm going to give you the link to the giveaway now. I'm going to give you the link to the X post. What was obviously it's good news, but we already knew that was happening, so I'm not going to talk too much about the Genius Act. The one thing I will mention is two things. One is Brad Garlinghouse not being there. I wouldn't read too much into it. Look, probably just building his company. XRP is performing well straight after that. The other thing, oh God, let me hide that. Someone's trying to get free XRP. Let me turn that off. You can get free XRP because we're doing a free giveaway. You don't need to put your address in the chat. We're doing a giveaway. So firstly, I've just done an X post. This is something that was strange that happened during this. We had the Tether CEO was spotted there. So let me give you this link. Can we share this out, please? Let me give you this link. If you can repost and like, he was there. Oh, I seen Brad. He was there. Where? I didn't see him. Brad was not there. I didn't see him. Who saw Brad? I didn't see Brad. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe he was there, but we didn't see him. I don't even if he was there or not, it doesn't really matter whether he was there or not. He's building the biggest company, bigger than all these other people. Anyway, I've just given you a link. This is the Tether CEO was there, which is weird because USDT has a lot of issues and is not compliant with the Genius Act. So maybe he's there trying to sort it all out. But USDC has faced a lot of scrutiny, and I've just put this on X. So if you don't mind going there and hitting the like on it and watching that clip again, that would be greatly appreciated. Let me give you the link once more. This might be one of the competition reposts. So go and repost it so you can claim your tickets over here on martynlucasgiveaway.com, martynlucas.com/giveaway. That is where we are hosting the $1,000 giveaway. You go down here, people are saying they can't do it, but obviously they can because there's 26,000 entries. There's a link that explains to you this giveaway. Then at the bottom, you can log in. There might be a cookies thing. You have to accept it. Then there's a login. You can log in email, X, or YouTube. I think the easiest is obviously email. You just put your email and you're done. You have to confirm your date of birth, and then once you go through there, you can see all the tickets, and then you can claim the tickets for retweeting, following us on X. So go and repost this. We might add this later, and you can claim it as well. So there is the link. Go. Yes, it's just been signed. Go and claim your tickets there. XRP. We're going into the weekend. We have a Sunday show. What we're going to do now is go into take you to Martyn's. Oh, sorry, I was muted. We're going to go over to the party where there's going to be magic numbers in that party. You can add to get more chances of winning the $1,000 in XRP. That is in the music show. It's a great show every single Friday. So there is a link to that. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you haven't got the newsletter, here is the newsletter link at the news every single day. Today I had my top altcoin picks. Yesterday I had my today I had my top altcoin picks and my exit strategy levels. Yesterday I talked more about exit strategy as well, but I gave you all my levels right now. So go and make sure. Oh.
Saab Shergill donated $2 through a super chat. Brad's got work to do now. It's full speed ahead.
Exactly, it's full speed ahead. He can go straight to the races. No need to be there. So he's met with Donald Trump one-on-one. So there we go. So go to Martyn's music channel. You'll get more tickets there. More tickets equals more chances to win. There is a newsletter every single day. Today you had my exit strategy and the top altcoin picks. You can click on that and you can get a 7-day free trial or sign up to the free plan. That is also another way of winning tickets for the prize. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I'll see you on the Sunday show. I'll see you in the live party with Martyn. This will take you directly there as well. So I hope you did appreciate me going live. It was not very easy for me to go live, but I really wanted to share, cover this as well with you guys. So I hope you appreciate it. I want this to be the one-stop shop for anything crypto related. So you can always come on this channel and we are covering it. Make sure to subscribe and hit the like button on the way out as well. Until next time, take care of yourself. Oh, we've got another super chat.
Salar88 donated $4.99 through a super chat.
Thank you very much, Salah. I really do appreciate the super chats. That's what keeps the shows going. How high will XRP go? Oh, thanks. That's your question. I don't know. No one knows. It's not financial advice. I think we can possibly go to $10. By the time we hit $8, I've probably taken most of my profits from XRP this cycle. Next cycle, $50 to $100 is my target. That's probably by 2030, 2031, something around there. But again, I'm very high risk, so I can afford for XRP to go down 80, 90. I don't put in more than I can afford to lose. So if this was the top for XRP, I'll just buy more in the bear market. Okay, thank you everyone for tuning in. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Go straight to Martyn's show and you can claim some more tickets. Bye-bye.